to us. I want to get into my questions now.
Okay. Okay.
So my first question, I asked two, and my first question is, how do you, Jeevan Brown, define greatness? Not Webster's, not American Heritage, but you. How do you define greatness?
Greatness. I'm gonna break it down maybe like in the acronym. So
Oh,
G. I'm gonna say stand. That stands for grinding. So you got to keep grinding. You got to keep pushing. When I wrote the book, it took me about 2 years. It probably would have took less, but work and life happens. So
mm-hmm.
it took about 2 years, and during those 2 years, I cut everything and almost everybody off. I didn't date for those 2 years. I didn't go out. I live in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was living with my cousin at the time, and she worked for Love and Hip Hop. And I mean, she did makeup for Love and Hip Hop. So I lived with her. So imagine the traffic coming in and out of her house and the opportunity she had to go here and go there. I didn't do anything. I cut everything off and I sat there and I wrote that book. So you got to grind and keep
Mm.
pushing. Second letter is R, repetition. I say repetition is the father of learning. You got to keep practicing your craft. You got to put in those hours. Malcolm Gladwell said the 10,000 hour rule out of his book, The Outliers. And he said you put in 10,000 hours, you'll master your craft. And he related that to Steve Jobs and the Beatles, and they put in those hours. And a lot of people see the end result. They don't see exactly what you went through. So me doing speeches now, I practice in my office. Like I practice speeches. Like you don't see what's going on behind the scenes. Like you may see somebody give a good speech or playing an instrument or see LeBron playing basketball, but you don't know how many hours and
Mm-hmm.
how much time
Mm-hmm.
they put into their craft. So you gotta
That's real.
keep doing it over and over and over again. Then you'll master the craft. Great. E. I would say evolve. I'm not the same person I was when I was in college. I had to mature and learn and grow and you
Still
know
the same greatness,
yeah,
but I'm here for
same greatness. But it was. I'm not perfect now, but I was a little. You might never seen that part of me. I had a little wild streak in me, but I grew and matured and had to put away some of those bad habits. So those
it.
things that you do may stop you from growing and learning and different opportunities. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
evolve and keep pushing. Attraction, the law of attraction. How you think and your mindset. You got to think positive. I know in The Secret it says stop expecting bills and start expecting checks. And
Mm.
I saw that in The Secret. I read that in The Secret. I was like, what? So I started doing it myself. And I got a check in the mail one day. And then I started telling my friends, and they started getting checks too. But, you know, your mind is very powerful. What you think can literally happen. I know a lot of people, they might say, somebody might call them and then they'll be like, I was just thinking about you. That's not a coincidence. Like
Right.
you actually have that power. I meditated on getting my book in Tuskegee. I knew Tuskegee was like a big school. So I
Mm-hmm.
meditated about it, prayed about it. Then I had a dream that I got my book in the school.
Okay.
And then they emailed me like a year later saying we want to use your book. So it came true. And I believe it came
Yes,
from me,
God.
my mind and my thoughts and thinking positive. And thankful. Be grateful for everything. Every little thing that you get, that you
Mm-hmm.
go through. Be thankful for your parents, your house, your apartment, your clothes. The other day, my friend sent me a $40 gift card. I'm grateful for small gestures like that because
Absolutely.
everybody don't have those opportunities or have what you have. Like somebody's always looking at you, saying, "What wow, I want to be like that." And for people that do that, they might see somebody on social media that has something that they have, or they might see they're in a good relationship. Don't compare yourself to others because you never know what that person is going through.
Mm.
Social media can be very tricky with that because it's all smoke and mirrors. You might see somebody, they might seem happy and seem like they're going having the
Mm-hmm.
best time in life, but you never know what they're going through. They might be being abused or may have health problems, but they're making it look good. And nobody's going to put out what they're exactly
That's
going through.
true.
So don't compare yourself to anybody else. And the last part is ness. That's greatness. So I'm just going to say add finesse with that. So
Finesse with that.
finesse.
See, do you see how he finessed that?
Yeah, you got to finesse your ways in some things. Like when I was writing for the magazine, sometimes they wouldn't let us into certain events. So we had old
Mm.
backstage passes, and we would wear them, and then we would get in. So we just got to walk in and act like you belong there. So sometimes don't take no for an answer. If you see
That's
a
real.
way to get in, don't do nothing illegal, but you see a way to get in and get your foot in the door, go for it. Pray about it. Don't be scared because I've snuck in a lot of events, snuck in a lot of things, and it's got me. I mean, me driving to the schools and just walking on campus out of meeting. That's
Mm-hmm.
finesse. Just walking in there.
That's
I
real.
dressed up real nice. Hey, how you doing? you gotta finesse your way sometimes, you know.
I'm all the way here for this. Y'all, he gave us a whole acronym, so I hope you took your notes because those were nothing but gems. They were nothing but diamonds. They were nothing but what Jeevan would offer in pure Jeevan style. So y'all make sure y'all check out this book because if y'all love that, you can only imagine what he's packing into a few pages of a book. It's a nice little book. Like, and he has the artwork behind him. I don't know if y'all can see the poster he has behind him,
Right.
but that's the cover of the book. So make sure y'all cop that. Thank you for that.
No problem.
That's monumental. And then